Hi guys, I'm back with another reaction video for you today, and today I'm reacting to Scouse Not English. Why is Liverpool different from the rest of England? And the link for this will be in the description below. Please go over and show them some love. Freedman is the name on the channel. So guys, tell them Island Girl sent you. So we're going to get right into this one. So why is Liverpool different from the rest of England? This is going to be an interesting one because I don't know why. And I'm here to find out. So come on in, right back with a smile on your face and enjoy. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and hit the subscribe if you're new here. To all my regular schmeglers, day one to the pies to the boost. Come on in, right back. Let's get into this video. Here we go, right about now.
Say this city's name almost anywhere in the world, and people will recognize it.
That's true.
Whether that's for its football,
Fabinho's got some space. He's got three up there with him, and he squeezes it through the legs.
its rich history, or the music that was born here.
Okay.
Because as British cities go, few are more iconic than Liverpool.
Oh.
The friendliness of people here has really taken me aback. From the welcoming nature of the people here to their unique accents, Liverpool feels different. Some Scousers, as people from Liverpool are called, think of it a bit like a city-state, separate from the rest of the country.
Oh.
And many don't identify with England at all, displaying banners like Scouse Not English.
Oh.
Liverpool fans have even been known to boo the British national anthem at football games. So what's this divide all about, and why has Liverpool ended up so different from the rest of the country? We were here.
That's interesting. I did not know that Liverpool consider themselves not a part of England and think that they're different from the rest of England. Scouse is what they're called. Interesting. Let's continue.
Here to find out.
Let's find out. What's the
We made it to England!
We made it! Yeah, that's what got us here.
We've made it through the south of the UK and had cycled around almost the entire coast of Wales.
Wow.
We were finally heading back into England to the banks of the Mersey River and the city that sits on it, Liverpool.
Okay.
This is Britain's 7th largest city that 900,000 people call home.
Oh.
It boasts one of the most widely
You
supported
never walk
football clubs
alone.
on the planet and was the European Capital of Culture in 2008 alongside Stavanger in Norway. It's also the home of the Beatles, one of the most famous rock bands of all time.
Oh, I didn't know that.
But the chances are you know all this because
beautiful.
these are the classic tourist tropes. They're what Liverpool is marketed on.
Oh. Okay.
What do locals think makes Liverpool Liverpool?
When our backs are against the wall, everybody is there to help you. It doesn't matter which part of the city you come from, what colour you are, what race you are, it makes no difference. Everybody sticks together and takes care of each other.
That's
I
nice.
think Liverpool's got one of the best personalities. For me, it's how musically alive the city is. It's all just based on music, and their musical history it's got, I think, is incomparable.
I think it's unique in its people. The people themselves make Liverpool. It's not about Liverpool, it's about the people of Liverpool. And I believe that's what makes us stand out. I think we're unique, I think we're friendly.
I say like the football as well, that's a massive part of it. The football,
Yeah,
so-
definitely. Everyone's either Everton or Liverpool.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. You can go to any part of Liverpool and you'll always be welcome. If you're in any type of need,
It's always helpful.
you'd always help you.
That's amazing to hear about a place. Just for the people that live there, people to say that with such pride. I say, listen, Liverpool is not just a place where you can come and feel not included. Like they're saying, listen, the people are nice, the people are friendly. It's a very lively place. The music, The people are different. You understand? It's a total different atmosphere than anywhere else. And we're here to help. It doesn't matter who you are, whatever race or creed, it doesn't matter. We will help because that's who we are. That's amazing to hear.
Of all the cities in England, Liverpool in particular is known for doing things its own way.
Okay.
There's even a unique name for people from Liverpool. Scousers or Scouse.
Scouse. Okay.
Why? Well, the story begins with whalers
who came to Liverpool in the 17 and 1800s.
So the only people who could do whaling around Europe were the Norwegians. So we sent for a crew of Norwegian sailors to come over and go to the Arctic. Obviously, there was a Liverpool crew as well, and they joined the ships as well. And these lads, to keep warm, they had their own meal, and they used to have a fire, and they used to put meat, they used to put potatoes, they used to put carrots, and it was called lobscouse.
Oh.
So the Liverpool lads, when everything dies down, and they joined other ships, and they started to make this lobscouse, just like the Norwegians did. So when people from around the world met sailors, they said, "Where are you from?" And they said, "Liverpool." They go, Scouse.
Oh,
Back then,
okay.
Liverpool was a booming trading port. So important that it was sometimes referred to as the New York of Europe.
Oh.
When you look back, Liverpool, it was incredible. It was an incredible port with lots of activity. Liverpool was known as the second city of the empire, obviously behind the capital, London.
I am amazed of what I'm hearing. I did not know any of this information. So that's why I'm so intrigued with what I'm hearing. And the fact that when he said, look, when the sailors used to go out and they used to make their lobscouse, and they're like, and other people would meet them, they're like, "Where are you from?" And they'd tell them Liverpool, like, "Oh, Scouse," because they're known for their soup with the carrots and potatoes. And I'm like, it's crazy that you can look so far back in history and pinpoint where certain terms come from and be proud of it. And I didn't realize that it was an empire because it was so large and big with its trading right behind London. That is just amazing. It's like this, wow. It's just awesome to hear.
Because of the trade, there was immense trade, and it was incredible.
The bustling docks produced the unique Scouse accent you'll hear if you visit today. It's unlike any other in the UK, and was a result of the melting pot that this city became, where people from all over the world with different ways of speaking mixed together. And it's most influenced by Irish, Welsh, and Norwegian immigrants.
Got it.
Nowadays, though, Liverpool has an unfair but pretty bad reputation. And people often joke about it being a lawless and dirty city.
Watch your bags. Don't go to Liverpool and steal your hubcaps or your wheels or whatever. And this is the way Liverpool are portrayed. Unfortunately, Scousers. Why are you going to Liverpool? You end up being beaten up and you're being burgled and being... They always get looked down upon. Always get looked down upon by the press, the English press, unfortunately. For some reason, we don't know. You know, we're looked at down the noses, you know, especially accents.
Frank often has to battle people's preconceptions about him that are based purely on the way he speaks and where he's from.
When I tell them I'm a lecturer, they don't believe me, simply because of my accent.
Oh man, that is so sad. I had no clue that they're looked down upon based on the fact of their accent or exactly where they're from in Liverpool. I didn't even realize that Liverpool was considered of a place of with bad reputation, like you'll be mugged or something bad is going to happen to you if you go to Liverpool. All for me, I can see, to be honest with you guys, and what I've looked at so far is I can never take that song out of my head. You'll never walk alone, and see the crowd and the how excited and proud they are when they're in the stadium and the football is going, and it just look like love and their passion. So I'm surprised that this is the way it is. And it's sad that he's saying, look, whenever time I introduce myself as a lecturer and they hear my accent, I'm looked down, they can't even believe it. That's sad.
It's gone now that it's water off a duck's back to me. It's the way it is. It's just the way people perceive Liverpool. Liverpool's got a terrible image, even today.
Wow, I did not know. That's
In
crazy.
reality, the problems that any major city faces, crime, litter, and so on, are no worse here than anywhere else.
True.
So how did Liverpool go from being the second city of the British Empire to one that has so often been looked down upon by other parts of Britain?
How?
Where so many of its residents feel Scouse rather than English.
Oh, wow.
Well, Liverpool has always been a bit independent. Part of that can be put down to immigration, particularly from Ireland following the Irish famines in the 17 and 1800s, which really changed the demographics here. At one point in the 1950s, a quarter of Liverpool's population was Irish born. It also has such a large Welsh population that it's sometimes jokingly called the capital of North Wales. All these people from different places, some with less than stellar opinions of the rest of England because of tension between the English and Irish and Welsh, gave the city a distinct sense of self.
Okay.
But it was
Got it. So a lot of Irish, a lot of people from Welsh moved to Liverpool. And then I can understand how the accents all intertwine right there, because he was saying, look, the accents, it stands out. You can hear it. So the mixture of accents from people coming from both different places and merging together over a period of time, it's going to be different. But then they are a sense of self. They like to do things their own way. But guys, I got to be honest. In everywhere that you go, it doesn't matter where in the world, you always have places that are have a little ghetto, have a little crime, have a little. It's just for you to implement certain things to change it. It's, to me, I think it's that simple.
Was the 1900s that really drove a wedge between Liverpool and the rest of England.
Oh!
And it began with a general strike.
So in 1911, there was a general strike here. They wanted decent wages. They wanted some sort of parity with other cities. They wanted to live a life rather than struggle. And that was a massive struggle that they had, and a massive struggle against the government, because the government at the time sent up 50,000 armed troops. They sent for 6,000 police from Birmingham and Leeds to take control, because the police here in Liverpool said, we can't fight against our own people. There were some dockers shot dead by troops. Everything had stopped. Everything, from the dock workers, they stopped. Everything, railway, everything was stopped. And Churchill, he actually sent up 2 frigates to train guns on the city, just in case, because they said we can't afford anarchy to spread out into the country. So we were on our own there, and unfortunately, it was squashed. Did the workers get anything? No. They never achieved much, unfortunately, during that particular strike. So it was over by September. The strike was over.
Oh my word. That is something. So many troops went out. Everything came to a standstill on that strike because people wanted more. They wanted a means to survive. And look, we are not surviving here. Jeez, 1911. And that's where the rift came from. Damn. Wow.
Let's jump forward a little closer to the present.
Okay, 1980s. Okay.
Almost 40 years since the end of World War II and the independence of India, and the British Empire was long gone.
Yes.
Add to that changes in shipping practices, like containerization, and Liverpool's docks were becoming less and less important compared to other ports like Dover.
Oh, okay.
Less trade meant fewer jobs, and unemployment and poverty skyrocketed to some of the highest rates in the UK.
Mm-hmm.
The city was suffering. Enter Margaret Thatcher, Prime Minister of Britain through the 80s from 1979 to 1990. And this is where it gets dark. Because rather than invest in Liverpool to get it back on its feet, her government planned a strategy of managed decline.
What the Conservative government wanted to do, they wanted to manage decline a city, and Liverpool was chosen. Don't invest in it, don't do anything. It's like getting a balloon, blowing it up, and just letting it out slowly. And you just see it slowly degenerate into nothing. The Conservative MP, she said, I'd like to build a wall around Liverpool to show future generations how we lived or how they lived. And that was shocking. That was shocking to manage to decline a city as strong as Liverpool.
Some in the government saw the 1981 Toxteth riots in Liverpool, which were sparked by racism in the Merseyside police force, as an opportunity to start this managed decline, or strategic abandonment.
More than 100 white and coloured youths fought a pitched battle against the police. At daylight, the police began a series of charges to break up the gangs massed in front of them.
All this unrest and the government's response pushed Liverpool even further from the rest of England.
Oh my word. You can see why she was called the Iron. I can't get over some of the things that I learned about Thatcher, that how she handled certain things. It didn't make any sense to me. She's like, she ruled with an iron fist, and whatever says goes, and that's it. And it doesn't matter who gets caught or who gets damaged in the process. She just had a tunnel vision with certain things, and that's it. Because can you imagine an area in the, like he said, fast forward to now, an area that was of such industrial trade, and it was so big as second in power to London. All right, here we go. The trade cut down. Don't you put in different infrastructure in this area instead of letting it go like that, let it decline like that to cause so much chaos, to cause such a rift? It doesn't make sense to me why you would do that. It just that doesn't add up. And like you said, it was a shocker, because it's a shocker to me just hear this information. And I'm like, Jesus. So from where it was, you can see the decline, the deterioration of Liverpool after so many things. Can you imagine shut down a place and say, we are going to make an example out of them to show you how they live compared to the outside? Whoa.
But for a lot of people, it was 1989 that was the last straw. The year of the deadliest sporting event in British history. The Hillsborough disaster. At the semi-final of the FA Cup between Liverpool and Nottingham Forest in Sheffield, Yorkshire, police mismanagement of a crowd of Liverpool fans caused a crush. It took the lives of 97 people and injured another 766. It was the police force's fault, but they covered up their failings, feeding false stories to the press, blaming hooliganism and drunkenness of the fans themselves for the disaster.
And then there was the Hillsborough disaster, which happened on the 15th of April, 1989. And I was actually there. I'm a survivor of Hillsborough. Now it's, very recently, another victim had died. And it used to be 96, now it's 97. Because the coroner came out and said that this lad who recently died just became the 97th unlawful victim. Unlawful. So we're still, people are still fighting for justice, unfortunately. And it seemed that everybody, turned their backs on Liverpool. Everybody. I'm talking about the whole of the country. And you had the Sun newspaper who came out with the truth out. It was shocking what they were actually saying about Liverpool fans, and they caused them, and they were drunken yobs, and they were urinating on, the police who were trying to help, and they were also pickpocketing the dead, which was scandalous to say the least. It was scandalous to say these things, and it's shocking to think how people turned their backs, especially against the 97. And there still isn't justice, albeit that they were unlawfully killed. And, people still believe that it was the Liverpool fans, but they've been found not guilty of it. They've been exonerated from what the Sun called the truth. And yet they never really apologised. They should have had a front page, and the Sun newspaper is actually banned here.
Oh my word. Just listening sent chills over my body about the Hillsborough disaster. It's crazy that in a time like that, when they're down, you kick a man when he's down. You're going to throw this on the people, knowing it's not them. When the police was at fault, they're saying that, look, it wasn't the fans. It wasn't the rowdiness. It wasn't the fans. That's not but because we were already down and they wanted somebody to blame, you blame the fans of Liverpool. In this disaster, so many lives lost, so many people injured, and nobody was in prison for it. They were exonerated. And the Sun is not even in Liverpool. Nobody read the Sun in Liverpool. And they had never apologized after what they printed was to say was the truth, from the pickpocketing to all of that took place. And they have never apologized. Oh, that's a lot to take in. That's a disaster there too. Can you imagine going to a sporting event to have fun, to enjoy, and you lost? And I was looking on the memorial wall and seeing the ages, all the variety of ages. And I'm like, oh, my heart sank. Sad.
So now you have a big Liverpool banner saying Scouse Not English. Only because of the press and the bad name Liverpool gets.
I see it. I understand
the lies
why.
about Hillsborough were built on negative stereotypes about Scouse people and Liverpool. And it worked. The police spent 30 years blaming the victims. And a lot of people believed what they were saying. When the police force eventually had to pay out compensation for their lies to bereaved families, lawyers called it one of the largest and most shameful cover-ups by a police force in history.
That's sad. 30 years of cover-up. 30 years that the police is there to serve and to protect and be truthful and to be the what you call it? The security of the people. And you cover up a lie for 30 years and let Liverpool get this reputation or get this blame that they did not cause. Guys, I literally have goosebumps on my body because I'm like, this is just, it's so chilling to hear that the dishonesty of people that you're looking at to serve and protect, to just tell the truth. And then when they started paying out the compensations to the family, the victim's family, you're going to what? Try to do good now? You've already caused the damage. You've already caused all this chaos and make Liverpool look down upon. Wow. Now I understand why they say Scouse, not English. I get it. You understand me? And then Thatcher didn't help either. Man.
Of all these events, the Hillsborough disaster and the injustice that followed are the most fresh in Liverpool's collective memory. It was only in 2016 that an investigation officially placed the blame on the emergency services. So now, over 100 years since Winston Churchill sent gunships up the Mersey River, this city is set apart from the rest of England.
Wow.
And this is what happens when people who feel Scouse Not English hear the British national anthem.
Wow. Wow.
A lot of people wonder why Liverpool has been treated this way over the last century. Maybe the London press didn't like the city's rebellious nature. Or perhaps classism is to blame, since it's always been a very working class city and an epicenter for the fight for workers' rights.
Oh!
Whatever the reason, Liverpool has been through a lot. And yes, it has the same problems as any major city.
Yes.
But it's about time it was recognised for what it is, not what the media makes it out to be. One of the country's most musical and artistic cities, home to some of the friendliest people in England.
Wow.
The city that gave us the first ever passenger railway, the very first X-ray department, and one of the first ever wireless radio broadcasts. A hub of culture, home to the country's oldest Chinatown, built by people from all over the world, that saw the highest of highs in its heyday and is bouncing back from the lowest of lows it endured in the 20th century.
Wow.
It's incredible what Liverpool have achieved and what's gone out. But unfortunately, we get no credit. And this is what people, they really need to be educated about Liverpool instead of having this negative look at Liverpool. And that's the way I am. And I've always shouted Liverpool from the tops of the roofs.
Bless his heart.
I've been asked, what does it mean to me to be a Scoutser? Well, Scousers are very, very proud people.
I can see that.
When I go away and people ask, where are you from? I say Liverpool. They go, oh, you're a Scouser? Yes, of course I'm a Scouser. I don't put on accents. It's the way I speak because people have said, do you put this accent on? I'm very, very proud to be a Scouser. And we just leave it at that.
Ah, beautifully ending video. I love the way he put it. He said, listen, we are proud. We are very friendly. And like he said, it is due time that Liverpool gets the credit that it's due from having, I didn't even know the first railway. I had X-ray. I'm like, oh, wow, all this Chinatown. I'm like, okay, it's music, it's architecture, it's people. The diversity, and all this was built on the diversity of people. It's not just one set of people. It's people from all walks of life coming together. And that's just amazing. And they said they're the friendliest. And I'm like, oh, my word. And just like he said, like any major city, they have problems because they're typical problem. Majority of major cities, they do have problems, guys. It's just for things to be implemented. And I did not know that when it comes to workers' right, they don't play. And you can see how Liverpool stands out. They are different. They don't. It doesn't seem like they sit back and take anything. They're like, nope. This video opened my eyes. Love, and I like to visit Liverpool because I've watched a video, like I said, at the football games, and I listened to You'll Never Walk Alone, and how the pride and the joy and how proud they were in that stadium, singing from left to right, young and old. You could see it, you could feel it, you know. So you have to give their hats to them for their resilience. You understand? It's from going through so much. You understand? And to be on the verge of bouncing back. That's amazing. It's your island girl, and I'm running out of here. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section on this one, guys. I really would like to know your thoughts in the comment section. Just keep it plain and simple and blunt. Like say, island girl, this is what it is. This is what it is. This is what. And you got to say, he's like, I'm proud to be a Scouse. I don't need to put an accent on. This is who I am, and that's what I represent, and I'm proud. And that's it. That's it. Be good. Be kind, guys. Love each other. It's the island girl, and I'm running out of here. Don't forget to do what? Hit the thumbs up button. That's your that's one way of supporting the channel. Share this video if you can. You know? Love you guys, and I'll see you guys in another one. Bye.